Hey guys, sorry about that. I dropped my stream. My computer likes to bail, so hopefully you make it back. OG Mask, sorry about that. Let's get into readings here, see if people come back, if they even heard me. I'm gonna pull these cards for OG Mask. OG said it was 2, but let's just put up 4 piles here. Oh, you're back. Okay, yay. Sorry, my computer has been doing this thing that after about an hour and a half, my stream just takes a dump. So sorry about that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you said number 2. Is that correct? Did I get it wrong? Which pile? What number did you say? Yay, you made it back. All right, sorry guys. Yeah, I was just saying my computer just takes a dump after like an hour and a half for some reason, so sorry about that. I gotta restart it. Well, we got about an hour and a half to get this reading done, so I think we're good. I have everyone's names written down still, so we still got Frederica, you're next. Number 2, okay, here's number 2 right here. Let's see if there's gonna be some fun times to be had. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, I mean, you know, this is what's nice about it is that, you know, you have in your recent past, you have the Ace of Pentacles, right? So this is like a gift of resources. This is like a gift from heaven, right? That means you're on your path, you're tuning into people, you're connecting with people, you're exploring your options, you're exploring everything. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Thanks for making it back. I was just saying my computer like sometimes takes a dive after like an hour and a half. So thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Sorry about the interruption there. So this is just a really beautiful gift from heaven, so to say, right? So you've been kind of offered this connection, this opportunity to really share and connect with each other and learn about what it is to be here on the planet, right? As spiritual beings and how to relate to people and connect with people. So, you know, I would say more than just intimacy. You know, I see this man really coming with a full cup. You know what I mean? He's you know, symbolizing his emotions. He's ready to give you and move forward emotionally with you, right? So I think this is a great opportunity for you to really learn how to be vulnerable and like connect with someone and share that intimacy. And when I say intimacy, I mean intimacy, like, you know, like sharing the most gentle parts of our souls together, you know? So I think it's a really beautiful thing. I think it's a really wonderful thing. But I would just be aware that, you know, for you, if it's just fun, it may be more than that for him, and to be sensitive to him. You know, he seems like a really beautiful person, to be honest with you. I think that's really sweet, you know. So we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You know, and this could just simply mean that, you know, this isn't forever. You know, this is one step in your journey of learning relationship and connection, and that's okay. You don't have to, you know, get too wrapped up in it. It may not be forever, but just let it go through its course, and we gain from each other and the experiences that we have with each other, you know. I just went through a relationship and I learned about a lot of practical stuff, you know, and then those are gifts that I can, even though I'm not in the relationship anymore, I can move forward and I still can reference what I learned about these practical aspects I can apply in my life, and they're gifts. So we love each other, and when our cycles are up, we say bless you. We don't say fuck you, we say bless you, right? And we say bless you in the sense of I'm letting you go and thank you for what you shared with me, right? And we move forward. And even if it's someone who doesn't treat us appropriately, that in itself is also another gift and another opportunity. So to answer your question, yes, just keep in mind this is somebody who's going to be emotionally available, and you know, it's a real great opportunity for you to be open and vulnerable also. It's a gift to you. So OG Mask. Well, yeah, no, he does want to have fun, but I think, you know, if you really want to get him excited, you know, come from an emotional place, come from a sensitive place, you know, come from a place of honesty and vulnerability, you know, and it gives you an opportunity to really explore that, right? So anyway, hopefully that helps. I think it's sweet. I mean, wow. Soak it up. Love it up. You know what I mean? So you're welcome. And I hope that helps you. ultimately we're learning how to relate to ourselves and others while we're here on the earth, and focusing on that instead of personal gain will always bring us forward into unity with the world. So send in lots of love, have fun, be sweet, bring them flowers, just bring them out, get vulnerable. All right, Frederica Johnson, what is your sign and what is your question? The more specific, the easier it is for the short readings. If anybody would like a 10-card reading, any donation amount will get you to the front of the line and a 10-card reading. Tips are always helpful, even if it's just $1. It makes me feel good. Thank you. And if not, it's all good too. Send in lots of love. Oh, we got Swati. Swati's back. Swati's back. And what am I gonna do? Swati part 2. Swati. It's so nice to see people come back again. I really can't tell you how much that means to me. Thank you. So, Frederica, I'm sure you're typing right now, but just hit me when you're ready and give me a number between 1 and 5. Swati, I'm imagining you want a reading, so I'm going to go ahead and add you to the list. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We just gave a reading to OG Mask, and it was really sweet. It made me feel really good and happy, and thank you. Frederica. I'm a Pisces. Will I find someone new in true love, past or future? Pisces are so awesome. I'm a Virgo with the Pisces full moon. I've actually never dated a Pisces, and I looked it up on the chart, and it said that Pisces is like an ideal partner for Virgo. So I'm definitely, if you got any tips for how to anchor in a Pisces, man, let me know. I'd love to meet one. Danny, thank you for joining us. I will add you to the list. We have about 4 people ahead of you right now. Danny B. So feel free to hang out. It's going to be a bit. We're just kind of chilling, having a good time on a Sunday afternoon. If it's too long of a wait for you, you can always like and subscribe, and next time I go live, you can just get notified and pop in early and get a reading right away. So up to you. As far as the questions, just hold off till I get to you, till it's your turn, and then I'll ask you to formulate the question. Give me your astrological sign, and then to pick a card number between 1 and 5. Okay, so we have Frederica. I'm a Pisces. Will I find someone new in true love, past or future? So let's tune into that. Frederica. Frederica Johnson. Pisces. 1 foot in the spirit realms, 1 foot on earth. Beautiful, intuitive, great energy. Honest and loving people. So be honest and loving. See, Virgos, it's really easy. All you gotta do is take a shower and put some perfume on, and it's over. Game over. I'm not even joking. I'm dead serious. Did you shower? Is that Pert Plus? Can we get married? That's a Virgo. All right, so what did everyone do today? Just kind of hung out. Got out a little bit with my son. It's nice. Got a little coffee. All right, so I am going to call it at Danny B. If somebody else comes in for a reading, if you guys could help me out and just tell them that I'm not taking any more readings on this session, that would be great. I'll wrap these up and hang it out a little bit. So Frederica, here we go. She says 5. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5, so 5 goes to the top. Wada wada wada. Will I find someone new in love, past or future? Oh, let's see. We got everything reversed here. zoom in here. All right, I'll move your cards here. So 10 of Cups. In the past, your cup hasn't been fulfilled. Your fulfillment, you haven't been felt fulfilled in the past, in your past relationships. You're coming out of tempering your emotions around that issue. So I would say that, you know, your cups haven't been full in the past. You haven't really felt fulfilled, or you may have even had somebody who's been somewhat narcissistic or selfish in the past. Temperance is a major arcana card. In the reverse position, it could be a kind of a lack of vision or an imbalance of some sort. So this would kind of indicate to me that even though you may be waiting for something or want something to come forward, it's kind of like taking the time to really envision what that is for you, right? So to get a sense of it, you know. So like what I'll tell some people is, you know, if you want a partner, you know, clean up your house, right? And then make your bed and put some flowers around it, burn some incense, put an extra set of pillows next to you, right? So it's like you're kind of creating the realistic opportunity for that to actually show up in your life. It's kind of like everything's ready to go, but now let's just do it, right? So, but that also includes, you know, do I want to get married? You know, am I just looking for dating? You know, am I, you know, what type of relationship, you know, about being really clear about that, right? So without that clarity, without, you know, being ready to go, you know, then we're just kind of kidding ourselves because we're not really ready. You know, we haven't really created the opportunity to do that, you know. In my case, I've got 2 kids and they just moved in back in with me last month out of nowhere. So it really just kind of like, I was starting to look for a partner and I was like, well, shit, now it's a whole other ballgame, you know? So I just had to put that on hold. I'm not ready. I don't have my space set up. I'm just not ready. I'm not emotionally available, right? So, I mean, if somebody wanted to like go on a date or something like that, I could do that. But, you know, I'm not ready for deeper levels of partnership right now, you know? So anyway, so it's just, you know, this is about really getting clear about what you want, how it looks, you know, being honest about what type of partnership you want, getting your house ready, you know, making sure you have enough available time for somebody. That's what this is about. Because without that, it's just kind of stagnant, you know. I don't think it's someone in the past because this would indicate that somebody really, this person from the past wasn't really filling your cup. They were filling their own cup. And that's not what you want. You want somebody who's going to share with you, right? See these 2 cups pouring back and forth, right? You want sharing. You want, here's my water. Here's my emotional availability. Oh, really? Thank you so much. Let me give, you know, the water back to you now. And it's like, oh, really? Thank you. You're very nice. And it's that mutual admiration, that mutual sharing. Now, what's interesting is you got the Knight of Wands in reverse here. So there could be just some delays or scattered energy or hasty decisions you want to avoid, right? So you don't want to rush into anything without first being clear about what you're rushing into, right? Like you don't want to just be like, oh my God, look it, there's some homeless dude on a bus that just went by and I'm going to go chase the bus down and we're going to get married. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, oh, did you see that? Like, that raccoon ran by in a t-shirt, like it almost looks like a man, like let's go get married, you know, like you don't want that, right? Like you don't want to just grab the first thing that's out there is the message here, right? So this is really getting a very clear vision. I mean, it's frankly, it's kind of like creating a little bit of a fantasy, you know, world and having fun, putting on the sexy music and creating the environment that feels really good and there's like warm tones around and the heater's on and the incense burning. You know, so just focus on that, really envision and create the reality of that actually appearing. Like if somebody appeared right now, would you be ready to do all those things? So that's your reading, Frederica. Hopefully that's helpful for you. I always appreciate a tip. If anyone can give me one, yay. And if not, it's all good. Love you anyway. Frederica, create your fantasy. Fantasize. Have fun. Have fun with your fantasy. Miss Askey 09 you into house? Did we, I don't think we ever got Miss Askey back. So if that's the case, then I'm going to call out for Lauren. Oh, Lauren's back. Lauren, if you could hit me with your question and also with your sign. Well, thank you very much. I will give you a Celtic Cross reading. Oh, I guess Miss Askey's here. Boom. Well, Lauren, just give me... Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Miss Askey is here, so if you don't mind, do you mind if I just quickly do a 3-card and... Miss Ace. Gotcha. Lauren, just if you don't mind, because Miss Ace was before in line, I will, if I could just do a quick 3-card reading for Miss Ace, that would be fantastic. Miss Ace, if you could hit me, you got the question, you give me a number. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lauren. Why does my Scorpio male have a hard time connecting emotionally and opt for physical connections instead? I'm a Capricorn female. Well, Capricorn female is going to want the whole deal and operation organized. You are the planner. Scorpio male with a Capricorn. So too. Well, I mean, first of all, it's a Scorpio male. You know, I mean, come on. It's, you know, they express themselves through their genitalia. That's the part of their body, you know. Your part of the body is your bones, you know, your structure, your foundation. Theirs is about excreting their life force, you know. So, you know, I think part of this already is just, you know, you're talking about two natures, you know. It's like the whole idea of the, what is it, the frog and the snake or something. The snake asked the frog to cross the river, to take it across the river, and the frog says, no, you're gonna bite me. And the snake says, no, if you take me across the river, I won't bite you. Frog puts the snake on his back, goes across the river, and the snake bites him and he dies. It's just it's the nature of the reality, right? So, you know, Scorpio wants to get it on. That's why. I mean, I can't tell you, it's not, this is, the 3-card read's not so much a why, I can't give you the exact, but I can give you a general outlook on it, okay? So you said 2, so here's 1, here's 2. There you go, boom, boom, boom. And Lauren, I appreciate the tip. Thank you so much. I'll get to your reading here in just a moment. Why? What's going on here? Well, in the past, someone's been looking at their options. In the past, right? So I'm not sure, you know, I mean, if I just read this exactly the way I see it, I would read it like this, and it's just what the cards say, is that maybe before, well, not so much before, you know, I think that, I mean, I'll just be honest with you here, you know, this is somebody who's a little bit emotionally guarded. The wands are very much in the material world, right? Here's somebody who's like literally physically guarded. And behind this gate is somebody is looking at their options. So you can't see past this, but past this wall is, you know, this person's kind of looking at their options. So I'm not necessarily convinced that this is somebody who's completely in it fully or committed in the long run. This might be somebody who's getting their needs met. It could be somebody who's, I'm not saying that they're cheating. I'm not seeing that at all. I'm seeing, you know, this kind of guard that you're seeing up, it's kind of a smoke, a veil to keep you from seeing that they're kind of seeing what's available out there. Doesn't mean they're going away. It just means they're not necessarily fully available. If somebody is blocked emotionally during sexuality and you look them in the eye and that level of intimacy is there, you're going to see right deep into their soul. But if you're feeling a wall there, that's somebody blocking something that they don't want you to see. So I would be really mindful because, you know, the Fool here, this is somebody who's out on a new journey. So this is somebody who's on their own, solo, going out there and exploring. So I think this is the fantasy. You know, this person's holding this fantasy of being out there exploring options at your cost. So I apologize if you didn't want that reading, but that's just what the cards are showing me, you know. But this could also be you saying fuck it and going out there and finding it yourself. But keep in mind with the Fool that, you know, he's about to walk off the side of the cliff because he doesn't know where he's at. He's not really clear about what he's doing. So you know, this person's creating a mess for themselves potentially. So I hope that's okay. I apologize. That is what I see. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. The every sign has a shadow side. Every sign has a developed side. You know, as we look through it. So, anyway, Miss Ace, careful. They might be blocking something you're not seeing, or they don't want you to see. So that is my 4 cents on the matter. Hopefully that is helpful for you. Miss Lauren Vasquez. Yeah, what I can do is let me write down your cards, and then after Lauren, sorry guys, anything with donations kind of goes priority, so if you're in line, you just have to be patient. Yeah, so let me just write down your cards there. Yeah, if you make a donation, I'm happy to do a fuller spread on that. Just a Fool. I can pull your spread past, present, and future, and then build around that if you'd like. So yeah, just any amount you could. I appreciate it. Anyway, Miss Lauren, let's do a Celtic Cross for you, and then Miss Ace, if you want to explore that further, just make a donation. I'm happy to do that right after Lauren. All right, Miss Lauren, hit me. Sagittarius, I'm single. I went to church today. I have no kids. I'm a life path 22. Okay, cool. I'm a 33-6. You are a teacher. Last intimate partner was a Scorpio. Okay, water and fire create steam. Family is around me. I'm wondering what my spirit guides want to tell me about. Danny, however, I did meet a guy that we stared into each other's eyes. His name is Timry. He's intriguing. Anyway, whatever you can pick up on. Okay, so do you want this to be specifically about relationship, or do you want a general message about spirit, from the message from the spirit world? Do you want this specific to be romantic, or do you want a general reading for spiritual growth? Thank you, Miss Ace. I appreciate that. As soon as I'm done with this Celtic Cross, I'll give you one too. Okay, Lauren, also give me a number between 1, 2, and 3. Swati and Danny, just so you guys know, it's probably going to be, you know, a little bit. So, you know, if you guys want to hang out, please hang out. I love hanging out. But if you guys are in a hurry at all, just hit the subscription, and next time I go live, you guys will be the first to know, and you can just pop in. Okay, cool. Well then, let me just guide the reading based on a message from the divine, and just see where it takes us. So number 2. Okay. Okay, a Celtic Cross is a 10-card reading in the standard layout. It will give us all sorts of information about the dynamics around your current situation. You're a Sagittarius, you're single, you went to church today, you have no kids, you're 22, which means probably you're a teacher of some sort. You came into this life as a bodhisattva to offer healing and help to the world. Family is around me. I'm wondering what my spirits want to tell me. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is 2. 2 comes to the top. Okay, so first we're going to look at the nature of the reading. Nature of the reading is the King of Cups. Very interesting. Masculine presence of emotional abundance. What's influencing that? Coming away from selfishness. Okay, wow. Page of Cups in reverse. Past, Queen of Cups. Future, celebration. Overcoming obstacles. Your environment. You're feeling a little stagnant or stuck. Greatest hopes and greatest fears and outcome. Well, I'll tell you right now with the outcome, it looks very positive. So, and I apologize, my camera can't show more, but I'll pull up the cards. Hi, Josanne. We got a number of readings ahead of you. I'm not doing any more readings for this session, but feel free to hang out. And if you do want a reading, just like and subscribe and turn on notifications. The next time I go live, which may be later tonight, you'll be the first to know. You can come in and get a reading earlier in my sessions. It's a lot easier than it gets really backed up. But anyway, thank you. Thank you, Miss Ace. We'll get you all hooked up and good. Danny, you are after Swati, but I still have to finish Miss Ace's, so it's going to be a while. Like I said, if you turn on notifications, I can alert you this evening when I go back on, and you can come up next. But it's probably going to be about 15 minutes at least. Okay, nature of the reading is the King of Cups, influenced by the Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse is what's influencing the situation is some sort of past resentment or wanting to change and move forward. King of Cups symbolizes a masculine presence. So this could be a man. Let's see here. Emotional balance, generosity, control. This is a very masculine presence. So I would get the sense that this is a person. And what's influencing you moving toward this person is, wanting to get out of kind of unhealthy patterns, selfishness, things of that sort. So I would see this as, I don't know if this is a man in your life, but I see someone who's very emotionally balanced and structured. Now, let's see if he's coming in. Recent past, Queen of Cups. So you've been developing your emotionality. So see, look, this is like your perfect partner. See, you're the Queen of Cups. That means you have the wisdom, the mastery of your emotions, and now you're kind of attracting this person into your life, this King of Cups. So whoever this man is, I see your kind of counterpart coming into the picture here soon. Now let's see how this all develops. The Tower, this is in the position of your spiritual realms, right? So this is like, imagine your angelic or divine self, or the best or most perfect version of who you are as a person, bringing you a message, a special message, right? So what's interesting is that the Tower is coming up. So this is speaking to some sort of major shift in your life, some major transformation. So, I would take this as, if you do have somebody show up in your life that is showing emotional responsibility and emotional balance, that there may be some significant changes in your life that has to happen or occur to really make that happen, right? So, the Tower, when the Tower breaks down, that means your old structure breaks down and a new structure starts to be built, right? So you may have built a structure on a previous connection, and I don't know if you have a serious relationship, if you're in the middle of a divorce, if you've had a serious relationship in the past, but I have a feeling that you have roots somewhere that need to be uprooted to be able to make this connection happen, right? So, having a message like this is really strong. This is saying you're going to have to uproot something to move forward in this direction. Now, I don't know if it's, that you meet him or you have met him and you are like, oh shit, I got to do this to be able to make it happen. But it could be roots. I mean, it could be where you live. It could be your job. It could be, but something like the Tower indicates that there's something more of an emotional nature regarding this, right? The other thing this could also be is that, this person could come into your life after some sort of dramatic event that happens. And let me just pull this up here. I'm getting the number 2, so something in the next 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months that could also be indicative of some shift in your life. But this person may show up right after something gets uprooted. So either something has to be uprooted and changed, or something will be uprooted and changed that will bring this person into your life. In the subconscious realms, we got the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is kind of like what's motivating all this. Where is this all coming from? Like, what's this all happening? And the Page of Cups in reverse is this feeling of this opportunity not really happening or occurring, right? So it's this frustration that this new opportunity is not coming your way, and you felt a certain level of stagnation in your life, right? So there's subconsciously, you're creating this upheaval. You're creating this upheaval subconsciously. You're not even aware of it. You're creating it to break something down so you can break through and really bring this partnership, this equal and emotional depth of partnership into your life. Something has to change. Something has to break down. Something has to shift. This is like an earthquake level of transformation in your life. This might be, becoming emotional vulnerable yourself. This could be, whatever this is, there's something very significant that's either happened, is happening, or needs to happen to bring this into your life. And it's almost like you're creating your own chaos subconsciously to just break through, break into it. This is like, I feel this real major, almost like earthquake like energy with you. Now in the upcoming future, we've got the Three of Cups. And Three of Cups, this is wonderful. This is like, just go through the shit it takes to break this structure down and break down or break through. Yeah, well put. So, basically you're subconsciously creating this chaos to clear out the old bullshit, right? Now, but once the smoke clears, we've got the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is community, connection, celebration with groups of people. So what I'm getting here is, this is, and I'm seeing this a lot with people right now because it's springtime and it's kind of semi post-COVID, is, people have been doing all this dark garbage work within themselves, and it's time to get out there and really connect with other people. But I have a feeling here that, it could potentially even be somebody that you meet through friendships or groups of people, right? Connecting together. So it's really important for you right now to really kind of go back through your contacts and really reignite those connections with people. And, if somebody invites you out, to say yes, right? But this is a beautiful, beautiful thing here, Here's you with your cups, the Master of your cups. Here's him with his cups, the Master of his cups. I see you guys really being a part of a bigger group of connection. So you guys might have a common interest that you explore as a group. Maybe it's network gaming, maybe it's knitting, maybe it's bingo, but some kind of group dynamic that you can really share that cup with others too, right? You coming together even fills your community's cups, which is beautiful. This is your attitude in this situation. And your attitude in the situation is not necessarily what's happening, it's your attitude in the situation, right? So your attitude in the situation is overcoming obstacles. You feel like you're overcoming those obstacles. And to be honest with you, if you don't mind me being blunt, it's just getting over this kind of these mental ideas of, winning arguments, being self-important. This guy has all the swords, but everyone walked away, like nobody wants to be around him. He won, but then he's learning a lesson that, I can win, but it doesn't necessarily fill my cup. It doesn't feel good. I don't have friends around, right? So this is a battle of ideas and wit. And when you're willing to let that go and move forward and learn how to work more in these group dynamics and fill each other's cups, it's going to be a win-win for everyone. It's going to just line everything up for this love to come into your life. Your immediate environment is the World in reverse. The World's typically the card of completion or opportunity and really kind of everything coming together for you. So, right now it can feel very limited, right? But again, once you kind of move past this, my ideas are better than yours, or, why do I have to be, it's about being right, really, is what I'm seeing here. Once you were able to let go of this idea of being right, or I see this as you've got sick of these old mental ways of viewing relationship and you're willing and ready to fill everyone's cups now. Once you get through this kind of energy, which you surely are, this will open up for you. It just might feel a little limited. Your options might feel a little bit limited right now, but just get out there and see what's available to explore the world right now. Greatest hopes and greatest fears is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is kind of a natural born leader. He's an entrepreneur. He has honor. So your greatest hopes and fears is really to redeem and find this kind of honorable way of conducting yourself out there in relationships in the world, which you're well on your way. Now your outcome is just gorgeous. I mean, you couldn't really have a better outcome here. You know, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is this beautiful woman. It's luxury, self-sufficiency. It's the culmination of all your efforts, right? So, you know, and if I really wanted to break this reading down in a very simple way, let's see, Cancer and Queen. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. In a simple way, it's, you know, you used to think that fighting for ideas was the right thing to do. It used to give you something. And then you realize that that's not really what fills your cup anymore. And as soon as that gets moved out of the way, it's like all the floodwaters come in, all your abundance, all your well-being comes forward, and you feel complete and whole as a person. You've invested wisely. So there's some breakthrough, some breakdown, something that's going to happen. Don't freak out. When that wall comes crashing down, that's when your partner is going to show up. And, you know, it's time to get out together and celebrate and connect with the community and really start filling each other's cups. So hopefully that fills your cup and is helpful for you. But I think one of the messages here is just that, you know, whether you've had a breakdown or the breakdown's coming soon, don't freak out. It's what's needed to uproot whatever systems are in place that aren't functioning from the past that has kept you feeling stagnant. So just let yourself be plundered, you know, just destroy yourself, you know. So let yourself be destroyed, so to say, you know. All right, sending you lots of love. I hope that was helpful. Miss Ace, let's continue your reading real quick here. Cancer and Queen, thank you very much. Any donation does go to the top of the list, so I got Miss Ace, and then I've got Cancerian Queen, and then we got Swati and Danny Boy. If you guys want to hang out, be patient. It's happening. Just taking some time. Thank you for your patience. All right, so I hope that that helped. There's just some big shift going on for you, and it's great. I just felt something really big. You know what I mean? Really big. Thank you, Cancer and Queen. I appreciate it. I'm going to finish with Miss Ace here. We started a reading here. Miss Ace. Cool. Now, do you want me to continue the reading we had earlier, or did you want to just get... Okay, give me some info. If you want to do a fresh reading, I can give you a fresh reading from scratch, or we can continue the one that you had. Just let me know. Either one works. He contacted me after I walked away from him again. He came in hot, and I obviously had my guard up because he kept his options open before. I called him out and explained, oh, well, dude, what you're talking about is exactly the reading we just gave you. I mean, these cards blow my freaking mind. I told him I wasn't going to get sexually involved until I felt comfortable. Yeah. He's playing you. He was annoyed and shocked, of course. I denied him again today, and I know he's trying to look at his options. Yow. Okay, well, let's... those cards that we had out earlier, I think were a really good structure for a 10-card reading, so let's just go through and pull those up because it was... really, really strong here. So, yeah, I think it's, you know, I mean, it's one of those things where it's difficult because I'm sure he's filling your cup or there's some need being met in your situation, right? But at the same time, you're not getting your needs fully met, and you can't force somebody into a partnership that doesn't want to be by holding back either. Do you know what I'm saying? So, in my experience, I mean, I don't know. Let's just look at what the cards say here, but let's gonna get the Fool out here. Where's the Fool at? Guys, thank you so much for the donations. I don't think I got anything yesterday. It really means a lot. I appreciate that. I mean, seriously, even if it's just like $1, it's like it feels good. I'm like, yay, thank you. The Fool has disappeared. Where'd the Fool go? Where you go? Well, I guess he went off on his journey. It's like, later, fools. Later, fools. Alright, sorry guys, just give me a sec. Oh, there he is. Okay, so there's the Fool. Why he's so emotionally guarded. Oh, okay, gotcha. He's like this with other women too. Okay, Lynn, I'm not. Thank you for stopping by. I'm pretty backed up right now, so if you want to like and subscribe and turn on your notifications, then I'm more than happy to give you a reading next time I'm up. Or if you want to make a donation, I can put you on the list after Cancerian Queen. So I've got just a couple readings here. Oh, you want to know? Okay, if you want to know where that's coming from, we can go there too. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you want to continue on what the hell's going on there. So let's do a fresh one. Miss Ace, why don't you go ahead and give me a number between 1, 2, and 3. Let's just tune in here a little bit. Hello. So I'm just finishing Miss Ace's reading. She gave a donation right before that. And then Cancerian Queen, we will have you up right afterwards. Thank you for your patience. Okay, Miss Ace, if you give me a number, number 2. Okay, cool. All right, 1, 2, 3. Number 2 goes to the top. Miss Ace, let's see what the hell was going on here. Tuning into his energy right now. Okay, this is his attitude in the situation. That was the nature of your reading last time. These cards blow my mind. He's guarded. He's gonna go through a death. Symbolically. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna keep playing with his wand until nobody wants his wand anymore. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry to say it that way, but okay, nature of the reading is we have 7 of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of like he's playing this whole thing out about he's struggling in the world. It's really the way I see it. He's just struggling in the world, in the material world. You know, whether it's you know, financially, with work, with, you know, I just feel like there's a lot of factors going on from either his past or his future or his current situation that's just keeping him feeling troubled. And with this card of the nature of that, as the nature of the reading, it's really, he hasn't really developed his skill. You know, he hasn't really developed or really honed who he really is out in the world. It's kind of like maybe wearing a mask still, right? So if you want to talk about the nature of the reading, you know, this is somebody who feels troubled and somewhat fragmented in the material world. And it's because he hasn't really invested into getting to know who he really is and really developed his sense of identity to a place that, you know, there's strength and confidence for him to be more available. You know, using his wand is giving him a sense of fulfillment that's kind of cheap and easy, you know, and if you can get that here or get that there or explore what options are there, then you know, often in relationship we can supplement our own development by just seeking it in other people. Hey, if that person has money, then I don't have to go get a job and, you know, develop who I am as a person. If that person is emotionally nurturing, then all I got to do is just sweet talk him into holding me all the time and tell me things are going to be okay, right? So, you know, that's the nature of the vibe I'm getting here. He's just somewhat fragmented and needs to really invest in himself instead of kind of stealing that from other people, you know, the energy. So The message from your highest self, from your angelic self, your spiritual message, you know, if your highest expression of who you are as a person could tell you something right now based on your current situation, it's the Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Nine of Cups in reverse is that there's just basically a certain level of greed or dissatisfaction or materialism here that you need to be aware of. You know, this is, I'm materialistic and dissatisfied. There's the spiritual nature behind this is vacant, right? So this is kind of a little bit more of a warning that, you know, this is somebody who's seeking to gain, not necessarily with the clearest intentions. What's going subconsciously is the Two of Swords in reverse. This is what's motivating all this. This is kind of what's going on here. And with the Two of Swords in reverse, we've got some sort of indecision or confusion, and it's chaotic. It's chaotic behavior, right? So, you know, here I feel fragmented out here. I'm confused. You know, it's literally just, you know, this is somebody who really needs to kind of like, this is somebody who's not even spiritual. You know what I mean? This is somebody who needs to kind of get in touch with their spirit. I mean, I think for me, it was one day I was walking down the street and I just had this major epiphany, and I could see my wandering soul on the earth, and it just horrified me, you know, but it was like this wake-up call to see my spirit that was really abrupt, you know. So I just don't think this is somebody who's really authentically in touch with their spirit more than just conceptually. In the recent past, you have kind of the Eight of Swords in reverse. So coming out of a certain level of mental bondage, which is a positive indication to a certain degree. But, you know, this is what's coming for him, is death. You know, it's the death of the old ways. You know, death is not literal, it's symbolic. You know, it's a symbolic aspect with every part of our lives. Every time someone leaves or something ends or something starts. But I'm getting the feeling that, you know, you kind of have to die sometimes to live, right? You have to be completely, you have to lose everything to gain everything, right? You have to lose the relationship, lose the job, lose everything, and then just sit there on the couch one day and just all of a sudden there's an epiphany to move forward in a manner that wasn't in the same manner it was before, right? A new way. That way is going to die. So, I mean, I'll be really honest with you. I'm just getting the feeling that you need to let him just burn himself out. You know, I don't see this as being something that is going to benefit you much. His attitude in the situation is guarded. Environment, you know, there's gosh, man, these cards kill me. I hate sharing some of these messages sometimes because they're just killing me, you know. Yeah, he's going to be just destroyed, you know. But, you know, an environment around him, I mean, here's somebody who's, you know, I mean, I'll be real honest with you. I mean, this is kind of a young man playing with his penis. I mean, it's you know, opportunities to, I mean, I don't need to say anything more there. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. Greatest hopes and greatest fears is justice, karmic redemption. I mean, Jesus, this is like things coming back to you. You know, it's like, you know, I hope I can justify my behavior, and I hope I don't have to face what I've created, you know? So, I mean, this is somebody who's just struggling, you know, but, you know, this card here at the end, I think really signifies at the end of the day, you know, this is, you know, this is flaccid. I'm just going to just say it that way, you know. It's going to be no longer about sexual conquest. It's going to be about more than that, you know. And I know that's what you want right now, but what I'm seeing here is that, you know, he's got a real big struggle, you know. And if you want to carry the cross, if you want to carry the burden, you know, of telling him like, look, I'll be with you, I love you, but, you know, I can't do a sexual relationship right now. You know, we can be together and we can work on a relationship. I love you, but, you know, there's some shit that needs to be worked out here that I can't do for you. You know, like, if you want to really know what a deep emotional and meaningful connection is, I'm your girl. If you just want to just bone it out all the time, I'm not your girl, you know, and he's going to have to go through this death either way. He can do it with you or he can do it without you, but that's the cross that you're going to have to carry or want to carry if you want to do that. Sounds like a lot to me. Now, in regard to you, I can pull another card here. I'm not seeing a celebration in regard to how you're feeling about this ultimately. The moon in reverse is also a really good indication of moving out of a lot of negativity. And then you got the Ace of Cups. So I think that either way, whether you pursue this or not, you're going to eventually get to a place that your cup is going to be filled. I mean, this is the ultimate card of fulfillment. You've got the Eight of, this is God just handing you a gift of emotional fulfillment. So the good news is I see it happening either way for you. I see it either happening through carrying the cross with him a little bit, or I see, moving on, it's going to happen for you. But again, it's not necessarily, it's a black celebration in the meantime, but you'll get through that emotionality. The moon in reverse is moving away from that kind of negative thinking. So anyway, there you go. Ace of Cups. Can't beat it. You got two readings in one. You got what he's all doing, what he's about, and how this relates to you. So I hope that helps. I really appreciate the donation. It really does mean a lot to me. And I hope that's helpful for you in your situation. It's tough. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, everyone's in the situation they're in for whatever reason. And we just have to choose whether we're going to spiritualize the situation or we're going to continue to bark at it or prolong it, or I mean, it speaks for itself. So sometimes the issue just really comes down to whether or not we want to tolerate it or not. So Miss Ace, I hope that helps. No matter what you do, you got the ace in the hole, so congratulations on that. That's good karmic debt. Got some good karma. Last donation is Cancerian Queen. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. And then Swati and Danny B. I don't know if you guys are still here, but I'll get to you right after that. I'm sure you understand. I just have to put a little bit of funds in front of things. I'm making far less than minimum wage here, guys, so please understand. I appreciate it. That helps. Okay. I mean, the good news is you got an ace in the hole, so take it on, don't take it on. You got good karma. God gonna deliver. Cancerian Queen, what's coming in between me and my Leo? I messaged him the other day, but he did not reply to my message. But he does watch my Facebook stories and likes some of my photos. He confuses me a lot. I don't know if it's over. Well, he's definitely getting something out of the connection. The question is, are you getting what you need out of the connection, right? You've never been in a relationship. He knows about my feelings, but he never tells me his feelings. So you've never been in a relationship. I'm assuming that you guys have been intimate or have opened that door of intimacy with each other. It's important because it affects the energy on a dramatic level. Never tells you his feelings. Well, Cancer and a Leo. Jesus. Okay, so you guys haven't actually been intimate. It sounds like between me and my Leo. Messaged him the other day, but he did not reply to my message. But do you guys have a history, or is this a new thing? You guys know each other a long time? It's weird. One day I just did like him and told him how I feel. Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's gorgeous. What an amazing human being you are to go up to a person and honestly tell them that you care and that you have feelings about them. That's amazing. I mean, that kind of vulnerability is what makes the world not explode. If we didn't have people like you in the world, we'd be screwed. I just want to say too is I have been having problems with my computer sometimes an hour or two into my live stream. So if for any reason my live stream just like bones out, I'll log back in within like 5 minutes or something like that. So just so you know. Okay, so give me a number between 1 and 3. Three. Okay. Okay, Cancerian Queen. What the hell's going on here? Okay, here we go. 2, 3. 3 goes on 2. 2 goes on 1. Let's check out your reading here. The issue of the reading is the King of Swords. So this is somebody who is really clear and strong in their mind. Let's see what's influencing this. Overcoming obstacles. Okay, so he's overcoming his own obstacles. Okay, so I don't get the feeling that he's completely like this isn't a personal thing, right? This isn't something that you have to be taking personal right now. And if you truly are a good friend, it's something that you're going to have to demonstrate your patience and your true love through friendship right now, and not personalize this, but being open to where this naturally goes, right? So I can see that this can definitely create frustration with patience, right? But it's going to be up to you to, okay, overcoming social challenges. And the King of Wands. Okay, that's cool. All right, well, shit. So the first thing I'm going to tell you right now is that this is a long road. If this is somebody that you want to be with, it's a long road, you know? And if you want to foster and create that, you can totally do that, but it's going to be about a lot of patience and a lot of self-discipline. Now, without that, then just save yourself some time and energy. If you're not into that right now, then it's time to just move forward, right? So that's the first thing I see. He's a really mentally strong character. He's really clear. He knows how to wield his sword. He knows how to wield his mind. He knows how to use his mind clearly. But he's navigating, and he's overcoming challenges right now that is really preoccupying his space. Okay? So, you know, when you're that preoccupied, it's hard to have availability to someone else. I don't see him as a cold person. I don't see him as you know, emotionally screwed up or anything like that. I see him as a very strong person. Good job as far, you got a good picker, I can say that. But there's going to be a lot of patience here. He's got a lot going on. He's got other things going on. He's overcoming obstacles. He's going to be more available later. You know, I don't know if he's in school, if he's got a job. I have no idea what's going on, but he's got a lot on his mind. He's got a lot to deal with, right? When you got a lot on your mind, you got a lot to deal with, you can be completely loving and available, but just not available. You can be emotionally available, but not physically available, right? So, so, you know, and you might like that. You might be attracted to that. You might be like, oh, you know, he's a busy boy. Like, hey, sexy busy boy, come over here. You know, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Okay, there you go. So 2 jobs, right? So, okay, so I think we talked about this earlier, right? So here we go again. These fucking cards just never stop blowing my mind. Here they just bam, you know? So anyway, so he's just busy. It's not personal, right? So let's look at your message coming from the spiritual realms here. We got the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. 2 of Pentacles in reverse is just, so let's see, this is a message to you. So this is kind of like getting your resources in check. Right? This is getting your what you have who you really are, what you have really available to give, or what what you want to give, or what you have available to give. It's time for you to do your homework on that and just get that clear. It could also represent just focusing on your career right now while he's dealing with his shit, right? You focus on your career, he deals with his shit, and then you guys can dovetail and meet up at a time that there's more availability, right? So if you can really get your resources together and your act together in general, or get clear on what you have to offer him, that's going to help when he's more available. You're going to be more attractive to him when he's available. Recent past, we have the Three of Cups in reverse, so just really feeling a sense of isolation, nothing to really celebrate, and you really want this to happen. And this is what I'm seeing here with this patience, or what I'm talking about patience, is you're ready to go, he's not. What emotions and what type aspects of your personality does that bring out in your own relationship with yourself? If he's not available and you're ready and you've been waiting for this and that makes you frustrated, you either need to choose to look somewhere else, or you're going to have to master that patience inside yourself. And without mastering that patience inside yourself, it's not going to open the door to the relationship. Does that make sense? Subconscious realms. So this is your subconscious realms. This is what's motivating all this that you're unconscious of. This is, why this is all happening, whether you know it or not. This is what's generating this experience, right? So we got Six of Swords here. So Six of Swords, we see this person kind of isolated on this journey between two land masses. They're traversing the emotions, the water, right? This is a rite of passage. This is something that you need to go through, right? And I really think that if I really am honest about all this, is that, he's the carrot at the end of the stick, but what this is really about is you confronting your own mind, confronting patience and learning how to balance things out. It's okay to have somebody that you want to be in partnership with, but you also need to have your job together and your house together and all those things, right? I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying it's finding that equal balance. So you spend a little time here, cool, you spend a little time here, you spend a little time here, right? And all those different aspects of our lives, and then we're never bored or never frustrated because we're just hopping from one thing to another. We're never bored. We never have to think about being patient. We're just too busy moving on from one thing to the next. But if you only focus on one thing, then it creates this frustration because we get too myopic. We're not balanced. So just learn to hop from tree to tree from different aspects of your life. Spend 3 hours here, 4 hours there. Now I'm being creative. Now I'm working. Now I'm bathing. Now I'm working on my job. Now I'm making money. And you'll never think of being impatient or bored, because you're just so busy being a boss, So be the boss. What's coming up in the near future? This is kind of like a coming home. The journey is not happening just yet. This is what I'm getting here. It's not happening just yet, right? This is really about, like you said, the message you had from Spirit here, which is your higher expression, which is, just focus on your resources right now. It doesn't, and here's the other thing, it doesn't mean you can't date while this is all happening, right? It just don't make that, Thanks, Danny. I appreciate it. Things just get really busy sometimes, but if you turn on notifications, next time I come on, you can just come right in and I'll give you a reading right away. Okay? Thanks, Danny. Queen of Swords in reverse. What is your attitude in the situation? So Queen of Swords in reverse here. Queen of Swords is the feminine mastery of the mind. Queen of Swords in reverse can be a little bit... See, this is what I'm talking about, okay? I'll just get real here, okay? This is like kind of a little bit of Ice Princess, a little bitchy, a little complaining, right? So this is your attitude in the situation. This is like, I want this to be, and it's kind of like evoking, something from our childhood as far as our behavior that needs to be purified, right? So it's okay to feel that way, but you need to really balance this out and see what this is all really about. What this is all really about is not about whether he loves you or not, or whether you're valuable enough. It's whether or not we're balancing out the pieces of the pie in the equal way, right? So again, just, you know, identify the different parts of your life that all need attention. Spend 2 hours here, spend 4 hours there. If it's just one thing and you're waiting for it, you're gonna get really bitchy about it, really upset about it. You don't want to do that. Okay, this is just purifying some old stuff. Now, if you don't want to purify this, then the pattern just repeats. So what I would recommend is just find that balance. Maybe date a little bit. Just try out little dates here and there, just to, you know, kind of fulfill that aspect of your life, but stay open. If you really think this is the guy, stay open to him. You know, your environment is the card of Temperance in reverse. Your environment, your immediate environment. So yeah, so here we go right here. Duh. It says imbalance. Imbalance. We were just talking about balance. Excess, lack of long-term vision. This is imbalance. This is just dude thinking, which is great. I mean, who doesn't want some hot dude? But come on, right? What else are we? What else are we doing? Come on. What are your hobbies? What, you know, like, just balance it out a little bit. Like boy crazy over here. You like this guy. He's the King of Swords. His mental energy just gets you going. Greatest hopes and greatest fear is that you're not going to find mental balance in this. But you can. It's simple. Just give attention where attention needs to be given. Outcome is Moon in reverse, so this is a really good sign that you're going to come out of this kind of frustrated energy, right? Now, but I pulled some extra cards here just to get clarification on kind of how that's going to happen. So we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Well, this is like, you know, playing out all this energy and all this conflict. It's like coming out of it, you know. This is like all your thoughts colliding and bashing into each other, but in the reverse position, this is like coming out of that conflict, you know. And when you come out of that conflict, look what you got. You got the King of Wands. Now, Wands, when it comes to relationships and men and partnership, you know, I mean, symbolically, he's aroused. He's, you know, his wand is quite protruding, you know. So, you know, don't take that wrong. I just mean that, you know, this is somebody who's stimulated by you. This is somebody who's, you know, ready to go, you know, and he's a king. I mean, this guy's the master of the wand. He's ready to build a life together with you. So again, you know, like I said, just the easiest way to navigate this path is to simply write down on a piece of paper all the different aspects of your life you have to address: work, home, family, career, paying your bills, dudes, relationship, availability, you know, talks, you know, all that crap, and just look at it and say, I need to make sure that I'm attending to each one of these, you know. And if you do like this dude and you want to date on the side, date on the side. But, you know, this is about bringing your life into balance. And when you do, you're going to have some dude roll up who's just hot and ready, you know. So hopefully that's helpful. I try to be as helpful as I can. I appreciate the donation. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. And I think we probably lost Danny Boy and Swati, right? So Swati, if you're still here, I'm happy to do one more reading for you before I go. So your advice, sir, is to not contact him anymore and more patience and find. No, I would say that it's not about not contacting him. It's about being a friend without any kind of cunningness behind it. You've been honest with him about how you feel. And you can continue to be honest with him. You know, don't overdo it. Just every now and then you could ask him how he feels. But I think that ultimately right now he's just really preoccupied. So, you know, if you want to be a partner with him, if you want to show him that you love, if you were preoccupied, how would you want somebody to treat you? You'd want their patience. You check in every now and then. You give them plenty of space so they have time to address their issues. You let them know that, you know, hey, you know, are you dealing with a lot right now? If you ever want to talk about it, you know, reach out. You know, that's being a friend, right? So it's Destiny. Hi, Destiny. You're welcome. Yeah, just be a friend, you know, and tend to your own garden. And it doesn't mean not be there for him. Just be there, be for there for him in a way that you think would suit him and help him best, and also respect you. So, all right. Destiny, I'm actually just logging off right now, but if you want to like and subscribe, I might be back on later tonight for another session, and it'll automatically tell you that I'm on. If you come in early, I'm just finishing up like 2.5 hours of reading. So, but thank you for stopping by. Please like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I might be back on as early as an hour or two. So come early, and you'll get a reading. All right, guys. Thanks to everyone for showing up. I really appreciate it, and I just need to take a little bit of a break. Can you tell? Like, I'm exhausted. But I will. All right, cool, Destiny. I look forward to giving you a reading. And just turn on your notifications and come in early. And I will see you guys soon. Cancer and Queen, good luck. Destiny, I look forward to giving you a reading soon.